themselves off the field.
Joker, you mentioned this week that if Whitlow had to play, the percentage of the playbook open to him was very limited. Was it a case after halftime that they sort of seized on the fact that he only could, run a handful of things?
And I know at halftime coming off, I talked to Dick, and Dick was talking about the playbook with him and how well he was doing. He was doing well. He made some plays, but that's the thing. Motions and shifts that we do became really hard with him because he missed a few of them. Some of the pressure that he got was because we didn't send the motion or we didn't send shifts. But again, he's a guy he's a talented guy. Again, we always say freshmen gonna make some plays, but they're gonna make some mistakes also. And he made some few plays in the first half, but made some mistakes that got you away from some of the things because you got afraid to send all the shifts and motions that we wanted.
Joker, did you feel like at the end of the first half you have the ball, time's coming down on the clock, if you punch it in there, it's a 24/7 game going into half. Do you feel like you guys really missed an opportunity?
We did, no doubt about that. We missed a huge opportunity. You get some points. We missed, and we had a field goal team ready to run out on the field. We didn't anticipate fumbling the ball, and now it's a scrum for the ball and pick it up, and now it's only 2 or 3 seconds left. Instead of 10 or 12. So we missed a huge opportunity to get points, and I think that was a momentum swing. It was a huge momentum swing. We got the ball back in the second half, and I think it would have definitely helped if we got some points out of it.
With the exception of that,
again, we're just real methodical and getting a play called. It's just like really slow, and this guy doesn't hear it. We have to. Things that can't happen. Things that can't happen on second down, and you use up a timeout. Once the clock is moving, and now you lose even more time. So you can't get the clock all the way down. If I know that, I'd call timeout. At 40 seconds, at 35 seconds, on the play clock. So those other things that happen on that second down cannot happen, should not happen, and can't happen.
With the exception of the end of the first half, is that how you can envision your team clicking?
Yeah. It's exactly right. When we play with great effort, and our guys play with great effort, and I'll tell you, I think they have all year. And we played with enthusiasm. The thing we did was play with total focus, and I think that's the thing that this football team is young. And there was a lot of babies out there making plays for us, and but there was a lot of mistakes that were made out there also when you have a lot of young players out there playing for you.
Joker, as long as you play the first.
Such a big back, more you get out a little bit.
It's just the same question just answered. A little bit, yeah, but we, it's SEC ball. You got to bow up and get stops.
As well as you played in the first half and with such a young team, how concerned were you at halftime with getting them off the cloud?
I wasn't concerned about that. I want them to come out with the same enthusiasm. I didn't want to try to bring them down. I want to try to keep them up. And the thing we talked about is 30 more minutes of the same total concentration, total focus that we needed in the second half.
What was encouraging to you about Jalen, especially if he has to go again next week?
Encouraging that he made some big time throws for us, and again he has a chance to extend plays with his feet, and he made a few plays for us in the quarterback run game, and he also made a few plays by pulling the ball down and making a play with his feet. So that was encouraging for him, and he looked like he had been there. Again, he didn't have the bright eyes that you see in some guys when. Last year when we said, Max, you may be up, he wasn't. Max was in his locker looking at the playbook. This guy went out there and played, and again, made a few plays, but, again, we've got to continue to get it better so he can have even more of the playbook the next time he's able to play.
Joker, what do you think about between Jalen and, I guess, Darren Blaylock blocked the punt, LeGree got the punt? It was a lot of...
blocked the punt. He said he blocked it. There's a lot of young guys out there making plays.
That's just the fact that it's true freshmen doing.
Yeah, and I've been saying that I think that LeGree And he was a guy that I said that we have to get the ball in his hands because he plays so fast for us. And he hadn't caught a pass up until last week, but you can still see it, how fast the guy plays when he's on the field. And he's a really tough guy. He's a real physical wide receiver. He's a guy that, on the skinny post, that was as good a throw and as good as a catch, with the guy hanging on you as I've ever seen. That was two true freshmen. I'm talking true freshmen. One's playing at Prattville last year, another's playing at Fort White. And they're playing against one of the top-ranked defenses in the country. So I think it was real encouraging to see those young guys making plays for us.
Joker, if Max can't go next week, are there things you can do with this tweak this offense to take advantage of Jalen's, maybe some things he does that Max doesn't do?
We might have put more quarterback run game in. We've put a little in. We may have to add a little more in for him because he can make plays with his feet. He's not a great wildcat kind of guy because most of the wildcat runs are downhill, physical runs, and you don't want to get your quarterback into that type of all the time into those type of runs. But there's some other things that we'll have to do with him.
That one scramble, you talk about the one scramble he had where it looked like he was done and he made a super athletic move to go sideways and then get back vertical.
Yeah, he's got that ability. That's the reason why we decided that, again, he can extend plays for us and has the ability to escape in the pocket, and we saw it on that play.
Joker, Sanders and George, I think, only had 3 or 4 carries between them in the second half. Obviously, you weren't out on the field a lot. Was that because of what?
Yeah, we weren't on the field a lot. No, we weren't on the field a lot. We just didn't get enough plays. We were out. I think the first series we made a first down, but went 3 and out right after that first down. We just didn't get enough plays to get a chance to run the football.
Joker, if Max's ankle keeps him out for a while, might have to take the tag off hold.
Might, but again, we won't do that unless, Max is out for a while, and then also we won't do it unless we're going to play him. At this point in time, it's no sense of taking it off of him if he's not going to play a significant amount.
More questions? Coach, what was the key to their defense being more effective in the second half after you were able to really establish some runs early in the first half?
Well, just the pressure that they put on us with their front four in the passing game. And then, again, we got ourselves into some long down situations that we weren't able to, continue to establish the run the way we did in the first half.
Last question.
Who wants it?
Joker, okay,
Go ahead.
what do you want him to take from this game? Do you want him to be more upset about losing or
Well, I
more
want him to take that.
about the first half?
I want him to take that. We've got to play 60 minutes. When you're as young as a football team as ours, you're playing against the number 8 team in the country. And you have to play clean. Okay, you have to play fast. You have to play with great effort, which I thought we did. But you got to do it for 60 minutes. We did it for about 35 minutes. And then they took over, and took the momentum, and we never got it back. Okay.
Coach,